Happy New Year, and welcome to a special edition of Too Much Effing Perspective. I'm your host, Alan Keller, comedy writer in LA, and lead singer of the least heralded Chicago band, the Falling Wallendas.
And I'm your co-host, Alex Hoffman, former tour manager for Radiohead and a bunch of other bands, and former lead singer of the least heralded Milwaukee band, the Vainglorious. And before we get to rolling out new episodes for 2024 with guests like legendary Police member Stuart Copeland, Devo co-founder Jerry Casale, actress Amy Brenneman from The Old Man, and others, we're going to take a look back at the music event for 2023.
You mean when Snoop Dogg quit weed?
No.
Well, then you mean Andre 3000 coming out with a flute album, right?
No, Alan.
All right, then you gotta mean when a fan threw their mom's ashes on the stage at a Pink show.
No, and no. I'm talking about Taylor Swift's Eras Tour.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Okay. Taylor pretty much owned 2023. And although I'm not the demographic for her music, she seems like a pretty amazing person.
Yeah.
I mean, I think my only nit with her is she hasn't agreed to be on our podcast yet.
Right. Of course, we haven't asked, and she's been kind of busy, but never say never. And if the stories we've heard after a couple of years of doing this show are any indication, a tour that large and that complicated undoubtedly had its fair share of Spinal Tap moments. But we'll never really know until we talk with Taylor. Or will we?
You did uncover a few of those moments via your friend Tay-AI-Lor Swift, who actually did agree to be on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Alan.
No problem, Tay-AI-Lor. It's a pleasure even having us simulated you on the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, hi, Alex. I've really admired your work on the show.
And what about me, Tay-AI-Lor?
Alex, from what I've observed, you don't need this bozo.
Wait, what?
In fact, you should go solo, like I did when I broke free from Destiny's Child.
Okay, that was Beyonce. Geez, Alex, your Tay-AI-Lor Swift is pulling a HAL 9000 computer on us here.
Daisy, give me your answer, do.
Alex, you better pull the plug on this thing before she sinks the show and sends us marooned out in outer space.
In audio outer space?
Yeah.
In AI speak, Alan, this is called hallucinating. This happens. So don't worry about it. But I got to say, she did have a point.
Yeah, right, whatever. Anyway, we'd like to dedicate this special episode to the Swiffers in our fan base.
That's Swifties, Alan. Swiffers are reusable mops.
Oh, well, she did mop up over $1 billion on this tour. But I'm not implying she soaked her fans either.
Oh, bro.
Because you went with your family and felt you got your money's worth, right?
Yeah, I mean, if a sing-along with 70,000 of your closest friends is your idea of fun, then yeah, it was epic. And the show we attended in Seattle had the Swiftquake, which registered 2.3 on the Richter scale. So it was truly a moving experience.
Nice. So let's just go to our countdown of the top 5 Spinal Tap moments from Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Take it away, Tay-AI-Lor.
At number 5, my haunted piano incident. Woo.
Oh my God. Do you hear that? Is that happening for you too? Okay, I'm just going to do another song guitar. That's insane.
At number 4, messing up lyrics like only I can do.
Paper cut stings from a paper thin.
Oh my God. Now I have to do it again on the tour.
At number 3, I give a rogue security guy, heck,
You can swear on our show, Tay-AI-Lor.
hell. And number 2, I'm having an argument with my hair, which kept blowing in my fucking face.
Okay, all right. Let's not get carried away here. This isn't a Chiefs game, Tay-AI-Lor.
Excuse me, this is unacceptable. There are 73,000 people here.
And the top Spinal Tap moment from my Eras tour is swallowing a bug.
stupid. Oh, delicious. Oh, God. Is there any chance that none of you saw that?
Whoa. So there you go. I hope all our Swiffers enjoyed that.
Swifties.
Whatever. The 5 Spinal Tap moments from Taylor Swift's record-breaking Eras Tour with the help of Tay-AI-Lor. I hope you loved it.
Yeah, and as the father to a pair of Swifties, I can say this tour definitely lived up to the hype. It goes to show how much hard work and planning the real Taylor Swift and her team put into making it a truly memorable experience for fans. In fact, there were very few stories we could find about things that actually went wrong. That is, after the ticket sales meltdown that led to a congressional investigation. So we simply want to say well done to all involved.
And really, listeners, thanks for joining us on our final look back at 2023 and all the support you've given us this year. Alex and I hope you enjoyed our second full year as a show.
And a very special thank you to all of our guests from 2023, Superchunk's Mac McCaughan, Soul Asylum's Dave Perner, Heart's Nancy Wilson, Cream Magazine CEO John Martin, Tommy Stinson from The Replacements, Mudhoney Steve Turner, Jeremiah Freites from The Lumineers, Amit Zappa, Reese Darby from Our Flag Means Death, and of course, Flight of the Conchords, Big Thief's Buck Meek, comedian Rebecca Corey, Avenged Sevenfold's Johnny Christ, and the many, many musicians and artists who contributed to our Quick Tap episodes, as well as the PR reps, the managers, the assistants, and others who helped us put it all together.
Yes.
We are really grateful for all the wonderful collaboration. And if you missed any of them, you can find all of our episodes wherever you listen to podcasts.
So join us next week to kick off another celebrity-stocked year of Spinal Tap moments on your favorite podcast and mine, Too Much Effing Perspective.
Although it would be as great as having armadillos in our trousers, this podcast is not affiliated with This Is Spinal Tap, and no person or entity connected with the film has sponsored or endorsed its content. This podcast is not affiliated, sponsored, or licensed by Authorized Spinal Tap LLC or Century of Progress Productions. Too Much Effing Perspective is a Milwaukee Talkies original. Evergreen Podcast Network.